we are starting from the target marketing, right? So by name itself, how do you feel? Name says target marketing. We should be specific about our market. There should be particular market that we have opportunity to exploit, right? Due to various factors, we can categorize markets. Then what would be our target? That is the understanding under this slide. Under this topic. So can someone read this? Actually, point by point. Maybe we'll start from Shehan. First point, seamless reading, right? Just first point.
Okay, sir. A target market is the qualified available market the company or business decides to pursue. Company can also decide how many and which segment to target.
Yeah. So it is always the focus of the any business, because by considering the different opportunities available in market, right? It says target market is the qualified available market among many markets. Actually, among many markets, qualified available market. That means our expertise area, our interest should fit the that particular market. So depending on that, we get into the business. Company can also decide how many and which segment to target. That means first we categorize the market into multiple segments. Then our focus might be with one or two segment, or it depends, right? It depends what is our focus. So in IT industry, let's take some example. If you are starting something with the IT, can someone come up with the example upon your expertise? What could be your target market in your project? What is the project title and what is the target market for that project? Last time, actually, Vidasun explained his project. His target market is to interact the music industry, small scale bands, right? At the same time, music instruments, right? Through the web platform, he's going to launch those two, address those two areas. Those are the two different segments. So someone else's project, what is your target market? Okay, let's move with the this slide. Then at the end of the slide, I will ask. Then have that understand. That means you have to answer that question at the end of this slide. So can someone else read about the second point? Shashika, no? The other one? Target marketing requires marketers. What? Shashika, can you read 3 points there? Guys, speak up.
Hello.
Yeah.
Target marketing require market identity.
Yeah.
Hello,
Continue. Identify and hello.
Identify and profile business. Oh, hello, sir.
Yeah. So with that point, we just identify and profile distinctive group of buyers. That means our customers we group into different category. So actually their needs and preferences we can just filter out according to that different profiles we are going to establish at the end. The second point, Shashika. Okay, her connection is not well. Aloka,
Select one or more
or
market
more
segment to
marketing
enter.
segment.
to enter. Among many market segments that you identify on the first point, then you may pick a few depending on your strength and weakness. The third one, Aloka.
For each target market, establish and communication the distinctive benefits of the company's market offering.
Yeah, so when we have different market segment, there should be very unique features with the each segment. So always we should focus on the differences in between the different segments to attract the more customers, right? Even when you're going and purchasing something, some people always focus about the cheap price. Some people always focus about the better quality. Some may focus about the average, both the average price and the average quality, something like that, right? So as per that, we just introduce the different market segments and we introduce the product for that market. Maybe segment might be affordable price, might be the first segment theme, or the other one better quality. Likewise, you can group them into the multiple segments which should comprises with the specific unique features. The last point, Vidasun, Vidasun, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What are the third one?
Effective segmentation criteria for useful targeting marketing. Measurable, the size, purchasing power. Substantial should be the largest possible homogeneous groups worth going after with the tailored marketing program. Accessible can be effectively reached and served. Differentiable, conceptually distinguishable, and responds differently to different marketing mix elements. Actionable, effective program can be formulated.
Yeah, thank you for that, Vidasun. Then these are the criteria. That means when you do the effective target marketing, you have to focus on these 5 elements. First, whatever the effectiveness should be measurable. The particular market, the effectiveness is depend on the size of the market, right? And the purchasing power of the consumer in that market. So it depends on the number of transactions. So we can come up with the judgment, the purchasing power of the consumer, right? So measurable, countable. Then only we can come up with the figures to measure the effectiveness. Substantial. That means it should be significant. Should be largest possible homogeneous group. So groups should be largest possible, but there should be distinctive difference in between the two different groups. So at the end, tailored marketing program. That means different marketing segment are addressed in the different form. The identified market segment might be available in the online platform, or they may be newspaper readers. So some actually we can find maybe in front of the supermarket always. That means customers for the supermarket like that. we can launch different marketing programs upon the different market segment, right? So accessible can be effectively reached and served. So we should be able to reach the particular market segment and served very closely, right? Differentiables, you can differentiate it. What is the marketing mix? There are different marketing strategies. So you can incorporate few with one marketing segment and launch the effective marketing campaign, right? I would say like that. Then actionable, eventually, once you implement those things, the whatever the marketing program with the that focus with the target market, much effective, right? Much effective rather than doing the marketing for the large group. We should be thorough with the or strength the particular segment, right? So I think Kogalagesa is still not there, no? I think before moving to the next one, targeting marketing stuff, I will make a come, right? Just wait. Till that, actually, can you just imagine with your project whether you have focused particular in your project, what is your business type, and whether you have find out the particular target market. Then that target market might be strong. In the future, if you want to introduce the marketing campaign, different stuff, you can effectively do that part. Try to explain that situation to class. I will ask few of you to do that after the after some time, right? He excused for 5 minutes. Actually, you can look into the participant, no? Can who's that? Shehan. Shehan, can you look into the participant list, and once Dr. Kogalage is online, let me know, right?
Okay, sir.
Because I can't find them, find whether he's coming or not.
Okay,
So
sir.
in meantime, yes, can you tell me what is your project and what is your target market? What is your market segment? How did you come up with that particular market segment? So please, can someone speak up? Yeah, can you speak up about your project and what are the different market segment you evaluated, and what is the present target market that you found out? Right, in that, I feel that in that sense, you just do that as a concept for this project, no? You are not going to implement, you are not going to develop anything actual charging station, you will not be developed, no? At the moment, okay. In the Vidasun case, actually, Vidasun, are you actually doing and you are preparing, you are making that website and stuff like that in the project?
Sorry, sir.
In your project with related to the music band, are you actually doing that project, or how it is happening actually? Because when we are doing something, actually you think about these things very carefully. It is not necessary to implement the project in that under that module. Implement the whatever the project that you are doing in actual situation. However, when you do the project, bit more practical. I personally, Tarinda is not a situation to afford 20 lakh, no. At the same time, I don't know if that is doable thing. Actually, many people will attend to the business in that. This is not attached with anything with related to the innovative thing is not there. No? You are not interpreting the things innovative manner, or the charging station you just purchase and install somewhere. Then if people come, then what shall we do? Just for providing the charging. It is always there. Then at least you should focus on the more about the customer satisfaction. Maybe near to that charging center, you may maintain at least small supermarket or something like that. Then attracting the customers different manner, you can incorporate theories, right? Otherwise, just placing the charging center while renting or uh, having the particular uh, commercially. Okay, okay. I think our Kogalagesa is there now. I will and I just welcome you, sir, for the session. He is there to deliver session about how to become an entrepreneur towards end of your degree. Sir, you are there, no? You can hear me. Sir, you are muted. Yes, we can see you.
Right. I'm sorry, I have this connection problem. That's why.
It's all right. Okay, we warmly welcome you for the session, sir. So this is our 19 B1 students who are doing entrepreneurship module, and as we discussed, we are going to deliver a session with related to the how to become an entrepreneur towards their graduation. So I just hand over the session for you to continue with that. So thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Kirana. Now, good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Right. I think probably most of you know about me, right? Have I taught you any module yet? This.
I think operating system.
Yeah.
Kogalagesa taught you, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So therefore, no need to introduce myself. Anyway, anyway, I'm not from your faculty, but I'm from the Faculty of Engineering Technology, the Faculty of Engineering Technology. But it doesn't matter because I used to teach certain modules to your faculty and other faculties as well. Now, actually, now you and other programs also, there's a module called Entrepreneurship. But we found, in addition to that, as Mr. Papirana mentioned, that entrepreneurship is not just theory, but it's a practical side. That means how to start your own business, right? So how do you practically start a business by your own, right? For that, actually, now I think we have different persons, like maybe sometimes majority of you might not have clear idea about what to do if you are going to start a business, right? You might have few ideas, but you are not very sure about it. So there's a way to assess that. So standard practice and theory, actually this entrepreneurship is not only a thing for Sri Lanka, but internationally, and they are trying to promote this. And there were so many researchers done in this area. So international organization, that's called ILO, International Labour Organization. They are providing certain guidelines and standard courses for all over the world. Now it's about, I think, nearly 60 countries. They are providing this facility. And recently, few of us from our Unitech also, we got that training. So after that, now we are conducting special training program apart from this entrepreneurship module. So this main idea of this module, just a second, sorry. Sorry, that's disturbance from the telephone, so I disconnected that. Okay, and now there are international guidelines. If you want to start a business, what kind of things you should know, right? What kind of situation you'll be successful, you may fail. So there are so many researchers done, and there are standard modules, right? So few of us actually conducting this kind of training. So first one is for those who do not have clear idea. There's a program to develop business idea. So how to generate a proper business idea. If you do not have any idea yet, there's a way to develop it, right? So there are certain things you need to learn. So we call it generate your business idea. That is the first stage. Then the second stage, once you have an idea, how can you start? How can you really start business, right? For that also, there are certain things you may need to know, and there's background work you have to perform, right? So that program is how can one start your own business for those who have clear idea. Or sometimes you might have started a business, but it's not progressing well, right? So if it is less than 6 months, still you comes under this how to start your business properly, right? So there's a program called Start Your Business. There you need to prepare a proper business plan, written document, right? So that one actually can be used various purposes. For example, if you want to get a bank loan, you can produce that to the bank or any other financial institute, right? And even you are doing your business with your own funds or your friends or family funds, still with this, when you prepare this kind of document, you can assess where are the weaknesses, where are the points you should improve, certain places Do you need any changes, right? And so on, and your financial situation, whether you are really making a profit, yeah, or whether your business is growing or going in the other direction. That's the dangerous thing, right? Making losses. So to analyze those things, there are certain documents you need to prepare. So actually, you can learn those things because no one get all-round knowledge by birth or your whatever your experiences. There are so many things we may have to learn, especially now, yeah, ICT students. You don't get clear idea about accounting or the economics, those side, like commerce stream students, they get that knowledge. So we get some technical knowledge, right? Computers, software, and how to develop those. But the business, there are certain things we must know. So entrepreneurship module is covering certain things, but I want to tell you, we have kind of properly organized program, and any of you can participate. This is open for any student, any NVQ students, even outside the NVQ students can participate. And there's a good news also. When you want to start a business, you need money, right? So this year, there's an organization called Oxfam. They are giving grants, especially to develop women entrepreneurship. When I say that, so girls will be very happy. But this program actually requirement is grant. They provided 70% grants for the girls and other 30% for the boys. So boys also you have chance of getting grant. So this grant is to start your own business. Single person can get 1,400,000 rupees grant. Grant is different from loan, right? That's the difference. Grant, you don't have to pay back. Yeah? It's given you freely. But to qualify this grant, you have to follow this SYB program. Sanka, I think I have sharing facility. Maybe, yes.
Yes, you can share.
Yes. So this start your business program. So normally we used to conduct this 5 days full-time program, but since now we can't meet, we have gone to online mode. So now it has become a 7 days program, 3 hours per day. Any of you are interested, you can join this program. Basically, we are covering many aspects in this. This is the same program they conduct internationally, all other countries. And when you complete this, you get a certificate also. So now this program, there are different modules we are covering overall, whatever you need to know. So this SYB program, we are mainly trained you to develop your own business plan. So you should be able to describe the content of your business plan, then consolidate your business idea. So yeah, you should know everything about your business idea when you are going to implement. advantages, disadvantages, where are the risks, and to translate your business idea into a completed business plan. To start your business, you need complete business plan. Then you are in a state so that you can assess your readiness. Am I ready to start this business, right? Readiness for starting business. So this intensive program, you can learn so many things like business plan, reinforce business idea, then marketing, how you are going to do the market, how you are going to sell your products, what kind of market. Then when you have plan means you are not implemented yet, right? You can estimate and make a plan. Then we help you to review the marketing plan. Then what kind of staff you need for your business, the organization and management side of your business. Buying for your business, like you may have to buy raw material and whatever other services you need for your business. Then costing is very important. So if you don't have proper knowledge of how to cost, sometimes when you do the business, you might not have money, and without your knowledge, you are losing. So we give proper training how to do overall costing, costing your goods and services, then financial planning as well when you are doing a business. Then the stage 3, we review the costing and the financial plan. Then how to find your startup capital. You need money to start business. How you can find? So part is the grant you can get, and other bank loans and whatever other possibilities of finding the funds, and finalize your business plan, right? So this is governed by SIYD, the international one. They have organization and a Sri Lankan chapter. So you are getting a very good certificate once you complete this program. So there are 3 types of programs. First one is for those who do not have business idea. You can join the 3 days program, how to develop the idea. Then the SYB, start your business program, second stage, that is for those who have proper business idea, or you have started your business but less than 6 months. For those, you can complete or participate in this SYB program. Online it is 7 days. Then you get certificate, and you can submit your business plan to get the grant up to 1 lakh. If they approve your business plan, you'll get the grant. But this one again, 70% ladies and the gents 30%. That's the proportion they give the grant. Then those who are having a registered business going on more than 6 months, still you can go like up to 4-5 lakhs grant. That is the 3rd program. So we have 3 types of programs, and anyone willing to participate in this program, you can send me an email. I'm sure you all have my email address. Otherwise, you can ask from the Asanka also. Now, I just asked for 30 minutes. So if you have any problems about this, any questions, I can answer. This the just basic introduction.
Yeah, Aloka Vidusun, Tarinda.
Hello, sir.
Have any idea to start up business, or what is your plan? Just
So I have a question.
Yes.
I'd like to ask about how this program is going on and duration.
Yeah. Duration is now. First program is if you do not have proper idea what to do, generate your business idea. That is 3 days program. If you have idea or if you already start the business but less than 6 months, if you know this is what I'm going to do, right? That's the idea. Then we can give the training how to develop your business plan. That's the program I showed you just now. That one actually 5 days full-time program, but that is face-to-face. Since we are online program, it is 7 hours per day. So we are going to have another one soon online, 3 hours per day. So we, in a way, it is not clashing your lectures, right? I can slightly change the timing based on the participants, right? We have to consider all participants. Normally, one program we take 15 to 20 students. So it is limited, but we conduct number of programs. So especially if you are interested, any of you, now you send me your name, address, your index number, and also I need to know whether you have business idea or not, or already started the business, and the contact number. If you send me an email, if I need more details, I request from you, or I can add you to next list. If shortlisted, you will get selected because we have to limit number of students. I especially encourage, I'm asking girls to try this because you can easily get this grant. Even if you do not, the knowledge is very important if you are going to start business, and also internationally recognized certificate you are getting. So the first program, physical one 3 days, second program physical one 5 days, online one, the 5 days one we conduct for 7 days, because online one we conduct only 3 hour lectures per day. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions?
So those courses are for free, no? No any charges for the program.
Yeah, actually we conduct this. We are not going to charge you. If we can get that grant, everything is free. Otherwise, we are providing textbooks. So that one actually you have to buy maybe about 500 rupees. Normally, if we have enough girls participation, the second program, not the first one, second program, actually we provide everything free, because we can get money for even your textbooks from there. Not only that, you get additional data allowance if you
Hello.
conduct online. So you get additional like 1,000 rupees for your data connection as well. We can claim that for you. That is from the grants, and I have to tell you these grants available only for this year. So don't wait. If you want to learn this and participate for free. Otherwise, this is going to be expensive one. Outsiders, they charge like 5,000, 10,000 cost fee for this. As university students, we are conducting this voluntarily. So we do not charge from you for the teachings. And this is a special benefit for you. The first program, there are no grants. Generate your business idea. So you have to charge for textbooks about 500 rupees. The second program, totally free, provided I get 70% women participation. Otherwise, you have to pay. So one group, they paid 1,000 rupees because they get free textbooks and so on. They are very happy about it. Last time we conducted. But your case, it is free for you. Few months.
So you mentioned that any NVQ
Yes.
holders can join. That means those who are not in the university also can join with this?
Yes, can join.
Outside the university?
Yes, university colleges or VTA or any other.
Then share that message with your colleagues also, because it should be very much comprehensive program with the international collaboration, because they are not just playing around. They just organize and arrange the stuff. Actually, I think Kogalagis also trained there over more than 1 week, no? 10 days.
Yes, 10 days.
Yeah. And our with that one, another lecturer is joining.
Yes, even your deans staff out also got the training, and small quantity. Myself and Ms. Indra Chapa from Hotel Management.
So these sessions you are continuing with Ms. Indra Chapa, no? You two are.
Yes, myself and Indra Chapa. We conducted actually now 3 programs, like nearly 75 students participated so far. Train.
Our undergraduate, no?
Undergraduate.
All are undergraduate, okay.
Yes, all. Yeah, this is open for your passed out students also, right?
Even graduate, okay.
Yes, if they want to start a business or already have business, still they can participate, and it's going to be very good thing. Can I just run a video just about 5 minutes or so?
Sure.
Let me try. Now can you see your screen?
Yeah, the world.
Yes. So let me play that. Sorry.
ආයකවනවස් ලොව පුරා සිටින මීළඟ පරම්පරාවේ ව්‍යවසායකයන් ආස්වාදයට කිරීම මගින් සියලු දෙනා ඇතුළත් සහ තිරසර ආර්ථික වර්ධනයක් නිර්මාණය කිරීමට ජාත්‍යන්තර කාම්කරු සංවිධානයේ ඔබේ ව්‍යාපාරය ආරම්භ කරන්න වැඩි දියුණු කරගන්න වැඩසටහන දායක වේ. එය ලොව ඇති විශාලතම ව්‍යවසායකත්ව සංවර්ධන වැඩසටහනයි. වසර 30කට අධික අත්දැකීම් සමග මිලියන ගණනකට ඔවුන්ගේ ව්‍යවසායකත්ව ඉලක්ක ළඟා කර ගැනීමට උදව් වීමට සහ වඩා හොඳ රැකියා සහ වැඩිපුර රැකියා බිහි කිරීම සඳහා වන යතුර SIYB සතුය. අපගේ 300කට අධික SIYB ප්‍රධාන පුහුණුකරුවන් 65,000කට ආසන්න පුහුණුකරුවන්ට අනාගත ව්‍යවසායකයන්ට අවශ්‍ය නිපුණතාව ලබා දීමට සහ සූදානම් කිරීමට මඟ පෙන්වා ඇත. 1980 ගණන්වලදී වැඩසටහන දියත් කිරීමේ සිට මිලියන 15කට අධික සහභාගී වන්නන්ට ඔවුන්ගේ ව්‍යාපාර ආරම්භ කිරීමට සහ වැඩි දියුණු කිරීමට අප උදව් වී ඇත. මෙමගින් ලොව පුරා රටවල් 100කට අධික ප්‍රමාණයක මිලියන 9කට අධික නව රැකියා අවස්ථා බිහි කර ඇත. වන විට SIYB වැඩසටහන භාෂා 40කට අධික ප්‍රමාණයකින් ඇත. එමගින් එය විශාල පරිමාණයෙන් ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීමට පහසු සහ සුලභ බවට පත් කර ඇත. SIYB වැඩසටහන තුළ ව්‍යාපාර සංවර්ධන අධීරයන් අනුව සැකසුණු පුහුණු පැකේජයන් 4ක් ඇත. සෑම පැකේජයක්ම ව්‍යවසායකයන් සඳහා වන පුහුණු අත්පොත් සහිතය. මෙම අත්පොත් සමගින් SIYB වැඩසටහන විභව ව්‍යවසායකයන් හට ශක්්‍යතාවකින් යුත් ව්‍යාපාර අදහස් ජනනය කිරීමට උපකාරී වේ. ඔවුන්ගේ ව්‍යාපාර ආරම්භ කිරීමට අවශ්‍ය මඟ පෙන්වීම ලබා දේ. දැනටමත් ව්‍යාපාරවල නියුතු ව්‍යවසායකයින්ට ඔවුන්ගේ ව්‍යාපාර වැඩි දියුණු කර ගැනීමට උදව් වේ. වර්ධනයට නැඹුරු ව්‍යවසායකයින්ට ඔවුන්ගේ ව්‍යාපාර පුළුල් කර ගැනීමට සහාය වේ. සහභාගී වන්නන් හට ව්‍යාපාර පරිසරයේ යථාර්ථය අවබෝධ කර ගැනීමට හැකියාව ලබා දීමට සිද්ධාන්ත ක්‍රියාවට නැංවීම සඳහා වන ව්‍යාපාරික ක්‍රීඩාවක් SIYB පුහුණුවට ඇතුළත්ය. ගුණාත්මක පුහුණු අත්දැකීමක් සහතික කරනුවස් පුහුණුකරුවන් සඳහා වන පුහුණුකරුවන්ගේ අත්පොත ප්‍රතිනිර්මාණය කර ඇත. SIYB වැඩසටහන හා සම්බන්ධ වීම සඳහා ජාත්‍යන්තර කම්කරු සංවිධාන කාර්යාලය හෝ SIYB ශ්‍රී ලංකා ආයතනය අමතන්න. වඩා හොඳ රැකියා සහ තිරසර ආර්ථික සංවර්ධනයක් ඇති කිරීමට දායක වන්න.
Right, I think so.
Hope you don't have any question, no, students?
You got the basic idea, and we are conducting this in Sinhala and English. Sinhala ayata අපි සිංහලෙන් conduct කරනවා මේ program එක. එතකොට මේකට සහභාගී වෙන්න කැමති අය ඉන්නවා නම් මට email එකක් දාන්න ඔයගලන්ගේ නමයි basic විස්තර ටික දැම්ම නම්
නමයි registration number එක contact number එක වගේ.
ඔව්.
name,
නම,
registration number,
address එකත් වැදගත්. මොකද අර grant එක දෙද්දී ඒගොල්ලෝ බලනවා මේ ලංකාවේ මොන මොන පැතිවලද ඉන්නේ කියන එකත් බලන එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකට address එකයි telephone number එකයි දුන්නාම මේ program එකට සහභාගී වෙන්න ඕන කෙනෙකුට පුළුවන්. Any of you can participate the program, but to get the grant there are certain conditions, like as I mentioned 70% women and so on, and different course categories also they have selected, but I put ICT also to get the permission. So you're already there. Because initially our university they didn't give the grant, but I had so many discussions with them and ministry and all parts, and finally we got approval for our Unitech degrees. Initially they have given this only for NVQ 4-5 students, but now you are also qualified to get that. Right? Any other questions? අනාහරි අහන්න තියෙනවද?
It seems they are happy with the stuff, and let's wind up the session. Thank you very much for sharing how we start the entrepreneurship stuff and regarding these two programs. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, then we can start with our session. I think sir was not able to send you the email address. No, I will send you the his email address. If someone, you already have, no, in the operating system class, you share different stuff, no? Yeah, you have the email address. So if you interest, please join with them and continue that one, because it is utterly important, very important, right? Because it is for free, no, so you can have some input for the module as well. That's why I just recommend to do that one early as possible before sitting for the examination of this module, and you can at least would be able to answer the questions in more strategic way, right? Because you have enhanced knowledge about the entrepreneurship. Okay, so let's get back to the topic. Our topic is about the target market. So actually we discuss this slide. So we were discussing what is your project and its related features. I would say features with by considering the particular segment, right? Whether it is measurable, substantial, because that thing should be significant enough. Otherwise, actually, even it is not affordable to do the marketing program, because market size is very small. Spending for marketing might not be worth, right? So there are different arguments to be having a reasonable size of the market segment, right? So accessible, differentiable, and actionable. Any question? So in the focus of the target marketing, these segments are derived with these features, right? Once you have that particular market segment, that market segment should incorporate with these features. So after the session, just think about these, whether these features aspects are there in your project as well. There is a message. People are putting the attendance maybe. You see. Yes, yes. Okay, so then target marketing, that's the same stuff, how we are actually doing in that sense. No much different with the target market and marketing. The way actually you are going to deploy the in the target market would be the point here. So whatever the market related, that segment can be in the various level. So it is starting from the individuals as a segment, then particular single segment, that means few customers, then multiple segments. So you may find the multiple segments for having multiple options to find out the target segment. At the beginning, you may not conclude with the segment that you want to address or segments you want to address. In that sense, actually, you can either have large number of segments or small number of segments to adapt in your business. So full market coverage, that means the particular market might be in the one area. For example, maybe IT industry. IT industry also we can just segment into multiple. The full market convert mean maybe ICT solution. Then maybe network solution, multimedia, web, software, different aspects we can divide into multiple segment. Once get into the software solution also, we can say web solution, with desktop application, services. In the networking area, you may divide different areas, right? Where you are comfortable with. We can't do everything, right? We can't do everything. But if you just enjoy with that, even you can adapt everything with the help of some other competent workers, employees. You can recruit the people and continue your business, right? Then single segments. I think it refers to the one particular area, but multiple segments in that yeah. Individuals as a segments and single segments. I think that is focusing the individual customers. So individual customers, that one can be categorized into the different segment, right? That mean low, that mean even hairdressing field. As I last time also I mentioned, I guess we are just going to the nearby barber, but there is some hairdressers we just come and serve individually. So in that sense, you can find the individuals as segments. That mean in the particular business, particular target market, individuals are grouped into multiples. Here the single segments mean should be slightly different with the individuals and single. I think it is okay. Then once we introduce the segment, the business focus only about the single segment. So whatever the multiple businesses may have different single segment businesses. For example, the if you get into the software industry, one business may be focused in the software application. Other one may focus about the network application. There are such businesses. No? So if we consider all the segments together, then single segments, because one business is focused in software, other one focus in the network. It should be like that. So have some understand that there are multiple way to introduce the segment. So depending on that, business will be much more focused on the particular area. Otherwise, it is like a very much huge scope. We are not able to focus about the target market. Or this is our main topic is the identifying the customers. We are not in position to identify the customer very closely, right? So it is very much crucial in that sense. So we have to have particular business segment, right? So then full market coverage. Can someone read it out? Full market coverage. Guys, I want you to actively attend, right? Then maybe DP Sandhu, I think short form of her name. You are not practicing that name convention, no? Your good name dash registration number. You forgot that. Please rename your names. Your good name dash registration number within bracket registration number. It's okay. Deshani, can you read it out?
Full market coverage. Firm attempt to serve all customers groups with all products they might need. Only very large firms can undertake full market coverage. Two broad approaches. First one is undifferentiated marketing. Second one is differentiated marketing.
Okay. Okay, then with the full market coverage, you got the idea, right? Firms are attempting to serve all customer groups. That means there are multiple customer groups. The firms are focusing the all of them. Actually, we call such businesses multinational companies even. Unilever, Apple, McDonald's, SoftLogic, businesses like that. Even though they are in the one particular business area, I would say business nature, that mean their business is unique, but they are addressing the need of customers across the world, across the borders. So such businesses, with the examples, you can understand, right? Everyone knows about the Apple. Everyone knows about the McDonald's. So here the Apple and McDonald's are launching their business in two different ways. Those two approaches are introduced as unique, undifferentiated market and differentiated market. Right? That is the idea. They have full market coverage, but different approaches. Undifferent market, differentiated marketing, and differentiated marketing. Right? So, how do you feel that? What does before going to the text, what is your understand? Apple. So once you use the Apple phone, how do you feel? I think few of you at least use, or many of you. I had used. So it is very much comfortable, right? That means all the functions and features and camera quality, whatever the things, different applications, all are voice. Its voice is very much user friendly, I would say like that. However, they have addressed, they don't have different brand for different countries. They just produce the same brand, but due to the affordability of the different countries, the now manufacturing plants are at different places by using the different material or different electronic gadgets. They just manufacture, but architecture is same, no different with that. So somewhat price gain is there when they use the lower cost I would say integrated circuit, integrated equipment. However, there is no any customization with the device, right? If you just look out and just check the outlook with the USA manufactured and Indonesian manufactured phone, Apple phones, no different, right? But if you just look into the some other brand, they very different, right? Weight might be different significantly. Even I am just now using Samsung M01. This one is from, I don't know what is the country, but someone else also bought the same one. He said it is from India, totally different, but it just say Samsung M01. That means they have addressed a huge range of phone with them in some sense, right? Customizing the market need. But in Apple, it is the global brand, actually global brand. Then advantage with that, they can do the marketing also across the borders without having any unique advertising, right? No need to advertise separately in different nations because their product is similar. They are just doing the marketing across the border in the same manner. That is the second point. Then finally, aim to endow the product with the superior image. Finally, they just bring their brand name, so people will go and buy. There is actually nothing much different. I just use Apple phone. I actually hard user. That means usually drop my phone, and kids are using also something like that. I use around 1.5 years, but I spend relatively high price than purchasing the Samsung. So comparing the price wise, it is little high, but people just use them because of the convenience, right? So, and brand awareness. Once someone says I'm using Apple, then there is some prestige as well. Actually, some people once the Apple release the new phone, they just go with that because of the prestige. So that much demand is there for their brand, particular Apple brand. Then when it comes to the differentiated marketing, McDonald's is everywhere, and individuals has different preference for the food. For example, Indians are not eating beef, right? But that beef burger, is there in the US and other countries. So instead of that beef burger, they just introduce some other product. Chicken Maharaja Mac, Masala Grill Chicken, Mac Spicy Paneer. Whatever the different products are there, those are unique for the Indians. Firm operate in the several market segments, design different products and product for each segment, creates the more total sales than the undifferentiated marketing, right? So undifferentiated marketing, there is only one product and market. In the differentiated marketing, they just address the customer need very closely. So with that, what is the disadvantage? Although we address the customer requirement very closely, can they launch the advertising campaign across the world in uniform manner? What do you think? Can they? They can't, right? Because the Indian chicken Maharaja Mac is different to the Sri Lankan. Maybe, but I'm not usually visiting there. Maybe some other name is there, right? In Sri Lankan context, so Indian advertisement might not be applicable to the Sri Lanka because product is different. The culture is different, but use of the phone is not applicable to that category because the use of phone, there is no much different. Culture is not influenced on that. Based on those criteria, the way the undifferentiated marketing moving or growing very comfortable manner when we compare with the differentiated marketing, because different products are there, different marketing campaign is there. Relatively, the cost is high for considering all those aspects, right? With the differentiated marketing. Let's move forward. So multiple segment. Can someone read this? Hasita? Hasita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
We can't hear you properly.
Hello.
Yeah, can you read through the slide?
Okay. Through selective specialization, a firm select few segments each objectively attractive and appropriate, but each promises to be a money maker with the advantages of diversifying the firm's risk.
Okay, so what it says, when we introduce multiple segments in our business, we always think about our business objective, how we attract our customers in appropriate manner, right? Because we always should be aligned with the business objective. Actually, we are doing with the purpose, right? We are not, business is not a charity, right? Whether we are in position to obtain relevant profit margins. So as per that, and there are different objectives for specific businesses. So we should achieve those things. For that, we go with the multiple segments. So all these segments should be profitable enough. And the thing is, once we get into the different market segments, there is an advantage. If one segment is making losses, then we can survive with the other segment. Likewise, we have different options. These days, actually, if the businesses run only the physical mode, even the supermarkets now with the COVID situation, now they have addressed that the other segment, online purchases. Now they are enriched with the both segment, otherwise their business will be closed without having strong business, right? Still they are surviving because they have some other mode as well. So like that, we should even with the Sun case, he just talked that bands and the music instrument. It is good idea. It is two different segments, right? Two different segments. So, so when we are doing some businesses, always we focus on the multiple ways to have earnings. So many rich people are doing that, right? Even yeah, I'm not coming up with the example because I don't have a strong understand about their businesses. Anyway, you can understand if someone is just focusing the two business segment, it avoids their risk. As far as business objectives are achieved and they are profitable, then it's okay to address the multiple business segment, right? Then there are two approaches. Can someone read through that? Product specialization and market specialization. What is the product specialization? Diluka?
Sir.
Yeah.
Wait. Product specialization. Firms make a certain product which sells to several different market segments, but with the disadvantage of product being supplanted by an entirely new technology.
Example?
A microscope manufacturer selling to universities, government, and commercial laboratories. Oh.
Okay, then one approach is product specializations. So firms make the certain product which sells to the several different market segments. So when we compare with that example, microscope, the Microsoft manufacturer produce that certain product, right? They are expert on that product. They are selling it into the several different market segments. Their market segments are universities, government, commercial, laboratories. Even someone making the cake, they are just have maintain the boutique. They may have the online shopping. They may focus about the birthday cake, or they may put them into the nearby shops, even addressing the supermarket. They are doing only one product. You also actually, I strongly recommend for product specialization approach for the IT industry, because we will be expert day by day. Day by day, we are developing our product up to strong position rather than working with the project-based businesses. Like we are doing today, web-based businesses. We are developing a website for a particular business. Next day, again, we are developing it from the beginning. We will be expert, but our commitment towards that will be so high, right? So if you are developing a small tool, maybe website for entrepreneurs to host their product to sell, then that can be strengthened little by little. Somehow you can develop your own business, right? So product specialization is utterly important, because you can be improved that one with lots of commitment. Eventually you will get the benefit. So secondly, market specialization. Can you repeat, Dulan, no? Sorry, Diluka.
Firm concentrates on serving many needs of a particular customer group, gaining a strong reputation, but the disadvantage is that the customer group may suffer budget cuts, shrink in size. example, a firm specialization in selling assortment in products only to university laboratory lab.
Laboratories. It's okay. It's okay. So firm specialization in selling assortment of product. That mean assortment. Even I don't know the meaning. We'll check with that. I think unique range of so. Miscellaneous collections of things or people. Okay. Okay. That mean market specialization. So that particular firm concentrate on. We will get back to the example later, right? So here in this case, the particular business is focusing about the market. Market specialization, as name says, they just focus about the market. That's why it says firm concentrate on serving many needs of the particular customer. In this case, the customer is the university laboratories, right? Customer groups gaining the strong reputation. That means once we produce the different range of products for the particular customer, then we earn the reputation. With that, we just move forward. But the disadvantage is that customer groups may suffer budget cuts, sink in size. That means they will not be the particular first-hand manufacturer, right? They are just collecting the stuff and distributing for the identified customer group. That is the idea. So in the example also it says firm is specializing in selling assortment. The assortment means different stuff, different stuffs of product only university laboratories. University laboratory requirements are fulfilled, but not only the microscope. They may provide different items for the university laboratory. So that is the idea. Then under the target marketing, we focus about the multiple segment. Two approaches: product specialization and market specialization. With the product specialization, we strong with the particular product and its features, and market specialization focus about the particular market, somehow cater the requirement of that market fully, right? With the different kind of needs, items required, right? Then single segment concentration. Firms, okay, I want you to read that. Someone else? Iresh Lakma. Iresh, are you there? Guys, Iresh හොයලා දෙන්න. Iresh Lakmal, are you there? Vinushan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you speak up and just go through the points in this slide about single segment concentration?
Firm markets to only one segment.
Mm-hmm.
Example, Porsche concentrate on sports cars.
Okay.
firm gains strong knowledge of the segment's need and achieves strong market presence, enjoy operating economics through specializing its production, description, and promotion high role.
Okay, just wait, just wait. So first point it says firms markets to only one segment, only one specific segment. We say that niche marketing. So niche marketing, now you have the idea. There is a specific market, uh, not focusing the general consumers, only specific. The example says that you may have heard the Porsche car, no? Porsche, that brand. I cannot. I'm not familiar with the Porsche, no? How to pronounce that? Yeah, Porsche. We are not familiar. I have never seen that, but I have heard the term. That is like Toyota or something like that. Let's say specific brand concentrate on the sport cars. So they are manufacturing just sport car, specific segment, not like Toyota. Toyota is Toyota manufactures range of cars, right? But not like Porsche. They just focus only about the sport cars. They are strong in that single segment. In that sense, firms can strong knowledge of the segment's need, sports car market need, they can understand properly. Achieve the sport market strong market presence. So once someone talk about the sport car, then Porsche will be the first. That understand, right? Sports car, there is no Toyota name will not be there. Toyota name will not be there, right? Toyota name will not be there for the sport cars. The Porsche, and there may be some other brands. Anyway, Porsche is the one of them when we consider about the particular sport car industry. Enjoy operating economies through the specialization its production. Operating economies mean that mean when we specialize on that and we manufacture them in large scale, we can earn some benefit rather than focusing on the different range of the product. Specialize on one thing and manufacture throughout the and distribute throughout the world, right? Distribution and promotion. Again, have the strong supply or as per the demand over the world. And promotion, we can do the promotion is because it is single segment, focusing the existence of that single segment customers, eventually high ROI, return on investment, right? You can understand that situation with the cars because just YouTube, just go to the YouTube and look into the car manufacturing factory. There are lots of automation things happen. So those are adjustable up to some extent for different cars. But if you are just making one car, one model, then the operation cost will be very less. Use of manufacturing, they can just standardize the process. The experts who are involved with the manufacturing process will be strong more and more, right? Then can you continue with the third point here? Who was reading? I cannot remember by name. Can you come up again?
Main disadvantages are when segment turning so suddenly and when there is competitor invasion. Therefore, companies prefer to select more than one segment and need to pay more attention on segment relationships, cost, performance, and technology.
Yeah, that is all about the disadvantage. Once we are in touch with the sport car industry, then if there is sudden change with the industry, due to the competitors' involvement, and they are also introducing the sports car maybe with a unique feature. Maybe with the latest technology, they may introduce the smart boards and different stuff can be incorporated. Then in that sense, our car, I just take the Porsche side, our car will not have the demand. Then what else we can do? What else we can do? Nothing else actually. If we have only one and only product or sport car, then someone get into the market in the similar quality but better price with incorporating the latest technology like Tesla car is coming up, no? Tesla car is coming up for affordable price. So eventually the who are in that car industry is heavily influenced, right? In such initiative don't know when that thing will be happen. So we better have different range of products. Even within the car industry, we can have different range of cars, right? Not only the sport cars. That is the fourth point. Always we should focus about the multiple options that we can focus. Focus in the better price, better performance and involvement of technology. That is the recommendation. And but on the other hand, we can expert on the niche market or that sport car market as well while looking at the other market for or to be in the safe side by considering the risk with the market, right? If you have any question, you can raise. Ishara, you are okay? Ishara or Ishara? Software 27. You guys are renaming properly, right? It is very difficult to capture because there are some, we heard that there are different parties are coming and listening to the lectures. It is not fair, it is not ethical, right? So you better rename your name like your good name dash registration number. Please do that now. Or good name within bracket registration number, whatever the way. Everyone get into the common platform. Can everyone rename? I will give 5 minutes for that while having a small break for me. Yes, thank you for that. Still, but Buddhi Nimsa Nimasha. I think she is not there. I said your good name, right? Chaturi, ne? Chaturi, you put the full name there. Okay. Anyway, get familiar with some context because we want to make sure that all attendees are legitimate, right? Okay, that's about the positioning, and that is about the target market. We talked about the target marketing, how we get into the target market, something like that. Then multiple markets, product specialization and market specialization, single segment concentration, then positioning. Right. Developing and communicating a positioning strategy. So we should have some sort of a well-defined strategy to position our product in the market. Can someone read? Ketika?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Positioning is the act of designing the company's offering an image to occupy a distinctive place in the mind of the target market.
Okay, hold on for a second. So with the positioning, where the business is addressing people mind, right? Always whatever the product or services that company is offering, place in the people's mind. For example, I mentioned that Bata is the brand name, but people use the term Bata for slippers in any context. In especially in our area, people say Bata, right? Because it is positioned very well. So that is very much important. Distinctive place in the mind. So even with the due to some reason, mind may consider negatively as well. Now actually, people are not consuming. I'm not sure, but as far as I know, people are not consuming soya meat because they understood that is not healthy food due to some reason. That positioning is not good, right? Then the soya meat market will has been influenced by that. So both sides are there. So positioning is that how it plays in the different person's mindset. So we can through the marketing, right? So this positioning can be placed through the effective marketing. So we always focus on having positive mindset about our product or service among the consumers. Next one, Ketika.
Goal of positioning: locate the brand in the minds of the customers to maximize the potential benefit to the firm.
Okay, next one.
Result of positioning: successful creation of a customer focused value proposition.
Okay.
Positioning.
Yep. Continue.
Positioning requires the similarities and differences between brands be defined and communicated. Deciding on a positioning strategy requires two activities. Number one, determining a frame of reference by identifying the target market and the competition. Second one, identifying the optimal point of party, POPs, and point of differences, POD.
Yeah. So whatever the positioning approach would focus on the people's mindset in simple terms, right? Maximize the potential benefits to the firm. Actually, if people have the positive mindset, then we always go to that particular shop. In your case also, you in your village, there are two nearby shops, but you are always going to one particular shop. Why? You have the great mindset about that shop, right? About their service, at least their talk while you are visiting the shop. Somehow the nearby shop that businessman attract you in different capacity. That is also part of the positioning. Even larger scale manufacturer like this Apple, Samsung, whatever things we already discussed, they also introduce different product and services ranges with the involvement of technology and do the marketing to have the strong attention from the consumers, right? Then as a result, more and more customers will be attracted. Value proposition mean the money they pay is worth enough, right? Value proposition, I pay for this because it is in this quality. Some people are saying like that after buying the Apple phone, it is worth for me. Spending this much money for the Apple phone, it is worth for me. Value proposition, right? Maybe purchasing the Sensodyne toothpaste, paying much money, it is still worth for that person because there is a requirement with that instead of purchasing some other toothpaste, right? Then positioning requires the similarities and differences between brands. You always positioning focus about the similar stuff of the product or service and different stuff. Similar stuff mean that always we have to particular product or service should provide the basics, but at the same time they should provide the very unique thing that someone can uniquely identify the product, or someone can be happy with the purchasing the particular product because it has that unique feature. Even when we just purchase the vehicle, we just always compare the difference, right? At least even someone buy small car, they said that it is affordable for me. In our case, we just more than happy with the Wagoner, but many have no any good reputation about the Wagoners. Positioning is negative in some mindset, but for us it is good enough. So differentiation is that, right? In our case, we just consider the affordability because it is in the affordable price, fuel consumption, right? Those things actually communicated. Suzuki didn't come and explain us, but AMW promote the Suzuki Wagoner differently. Even they are manufactured in Japan. Likewise, we just looked into the specific features of the product and understood the difference before going into that. Always the similarities are there, maybe basics, maybe 5-seater things, automatic driving. We can't compare an automatic driving car with some other automatic. It is automatic. 5-seaters, we can't compare in between two cars. Now power shutter, power mirror, those things are also basics, right? But maybe Wagoner hybrid battery and fuel consumption might be the unique feature. Height of the vehicle might be the unique feature. Anyway, with that understand, please think about something about the IT industry. What would be the product or service that you want to introduce with the unique features where someone cannot do that? Any example for that? Similarities and differences. If you are going to introduce a small software company to provide the web service, introducing the websites for the small scale businesses, basic feature is just providing the web content. At the same time, you can provide the hosting facility and maintenance, and even upgrade the website maybe 6 month time. Likewise, you can uniquely introduce your service to attract more and more customers, right? Then they have great position in there. This bugger is doing lots of things for us. We no need to go here and there to host our website. They just provide the complete solution and continue with the maintenance stuff as well. So likewise, the people just gives recommendation about their service for others. Eventually, your business will grow. right? That's how you position your brand with the others. So deciding on the positioning strategy requires two activities. What are the two activities for positioning it in the others' mind? Determine a frame of reference by identifying the target market and the competition. Frame means what is the particular target market, right? That means you are not going to position entire market. Maybe you have found out the particular product that we have introduced will not work. So we have to do some positioning campaign to introduce our product. That understand should be there. What is the product that you are going to incorporate in your positioning campaign? At the same time, what would be your market segment? Identifying the optimal point of parity and point of difference. Parity means the parities refers to commonalities or something. We'll check with the parity. Especially as regards the status of pay. That means equivalency, uniformity, something like that. That means similarities, right? In here, similarities, here differences. Here similarities and differences. And that's why I just say commonalities or something. That idea is there, but parity itself, not common word. Anyway, those who are in specifically in that industry, they should be aware that a point of parity and point of difference. We will look into that in detail. Before that, just look into the example about now. Sensodyne carved out a profitable share through its focused positioning strategy in the oral care market, dominating by Colgate and whatever the other brand. Identified a positioning gap for toothpaste for sensitive teeth in the adult population. Okay, among the many toothpaste market product at the left, Sensodyne lead the market, focus in the sensitive teeth in the adult population. Focus in the adults, their sensitive teeth. Then Sensodyne promote their positioning strongly. Actually now, I think not in our country, many countries the Sensodyne is used. In our country, actually it is not somewhat affordable for everyone, right? In that sense, they have reduced the quality of the product, I guess, with the present plan. Anyway, their positioning is good because their focus toothpaste for sensitive teeth in the adult population. There was a gap for that. Adults tooth care is not considered because I always focus about the children and just a toothpaste without focus in the adults. So actually many have the sensitive teeth. That means they cannot use the other toothpaste due to some reason. So they have addressed that one. Then adults were attracted to use that particular brand. That is the idea, right? Once many are not getting into the market because the market is already saturated with the different product. But if we just position particular brand in the market in a unique manner, still there is an opportunity to grab the market. That is the more important thing, because otherwise you cannot start the business. Everything is everywhere. But if you introduce the particular product or service with much more attractive manner for the customers, they will usually get your product or service. Actually, if you are into the software industry or network, whatever the other field, ICT, I think after sales stuff are not happening properly, because the pre-sales, or we get the business, we develop the website and give the business and get the money. After that, even no communication. Even customer talk and ask something, we are not willing to give the proper answer. We reluctant to give the answer. That gap is always there, right? Our graduates are also now doing different kind of businesses. I realized that they want to get the business, but they are even they are continuing the business and do the job. But after that, very much reluctant. Actually, during the development also, customer requirement is not addressed accurately. Those are not formalized. Requirement gathering, even though it is a small business, at least through the email, requirement should be confirmed. Prices should be confirmed with the evidences. Then start the business with better understand about the product or service. Otherwise, both parties will not be satisfied. So that is the important thing, to position in the customer's domain or customer's mind. We should provide a very unique service. Otherwise, the whatever the businesses are already available, there are enough business person doing the one specific business. For example, can you come up with the example? If you try to start that software or network implementation business, incorporating all the features, camera installment and server installation. If you can provide all the range of the services, 2 or 3 get together and start a business with the strong after-sale services, that will be positioned in the customer's mind for sure, because today's networking area, there is actually CCTV, but not the complete solution thing related one. Very rare. And their price range might be fairly high due to that demand with the demand in the field, right? So through that entrepreneurship project, just start something like that. Provide the after sales. That might be the strong point to position in the consumer's mindset. How do we differentiate these two things? These are the positioning strategies. We emphasize our differences among our competitors. It is the point of difference. Point of parity is just introduced. We also provide these things actually which competitor also provide. That is the idea. Common stuff, right? So under the point of difference, it says attributes, benefits, consumer is strongly associated with the brand. Then consumer cannot find particular attributes. Consumer cannot find the particular attribute with some other product. Product has very unique feature. Customer believe that they could not find the same extent with the competitive brand. That is the same idea. It is not possible to find that feature from the competitors. Has to be desirable, deliverable, and differentiating. That means, again, the uniqueness is expressed in different terms, right? Finally, we cannot compare that particular product or service with the available existing product or service in the same segment of the market segment. Creating and storing favorable and unique association in a real challenge essential for competitive brand positioning. Creating strong, favorable, and unique association in the real challenge. That means it's a real challenge. What is that real challenge? Favorable and unique association. That means always we have to address the customer's mindset. Right? Then only it is possible to convince, right? Point of parity, associations that are not necessarily unique to the brand. Not unique to the brand, it is very common thing, but shared with the other brands. It is with the other brand as well. So not much unique thing. So when we are doing the positioning, we should not much commit on that aspect, because we have no any special advantage with that. However, having understand about the common stuff are also available with our product or service, it is important to introduce. Maybe if we consider the toothpaste, what are the ingredients, what are the basics, something like that. Two forms. Category point of parity and competitive point of parity. Category point of parity means necessary but not sufficient. Necessary but not sufficient. That means in our product, the necessary stuff are there, but not basic stuff are there, but not sufficient. Competitive POP must have because others have. Okay, what are the common features? One way is the necessary stuff. We should incorporate something, but those are not sufficient. But competitive way, we have to, we must have, because the other also have. Then in the competitive manner, we should incorporate those aspects under the points of parity, common stuff for the product or service. Any question? Guys, did you understand? Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then marketing strategies. I think you have to develop the marketing strategies in your project also, no? So this is important. Price, place, product, and promotion. Those four categories we commonly known as introduce it as 4 P's: price, place, product, and promotion. marketing mix. So that is the common term for all four. We call it as 4Ps or marketing mix. Then in that sense, throughout our marketing approaches, we incorporate all these factors. Develop and execute marketing programs that create and communicate and deliver value to the customers using all relevant touch points for the chosen target market and customer segment. So we talk about many stuff, many technical terms here like target market, consumer segment. So you know what are they. So whatever the marketing program, we focus what are the values we are going to deliver for the customers in these four aspects. Once we consider the product variety, quality, design, features, brand name, packaging, size, warranties, returns. So what else, or are you satisfied with this product specific product aspect of the marketing mix? Focus about the product. We have to describe about the variance of product, its quality, its design, uniqueness with the design, what are the features available, what is the brand. Maybe we are introducing the product, but it is comprises with many other smaller product like a phone or computer. We say my Intel processor, AMD processor, right? Their brand name also important. So whatever Dell computer or Acer computer comprises with that Intel motherboard, Intel processors, there are different brands. So it is important to emphasize about the entire product and sub-product as well. Packaging, sizes, warranties, and returns. When it comes to the price, list price, discounts, allowance, credit terms, payment period. Always actually credit terms emphasize the credit terms attract the customers. We also just purchase the expensive stuff and the credit card offers are there. In villages, actually nearby furniture shop, they just give the furnitures installment basis. In Colombo area, only the credit card option is there. Payment period, 60 months, 12 months, 6 months. Special discounts are there, right? So those things we have to focus in the marketing mix rather than just blindly explain just about the product, because there might be different people motivated in the different aspect. Place, channels, coverage, assortments, location, inventory, transport, those are the different aspects focusing places. Then promotion, sales, promotions, advertising, sales force, public relations, direct marketing. Important with the direct marketing is our expenses or budget for the marketing will be reduced, right? It is very important because there is a direct marketing, there is no involvement of the intermediate parties. Any question? This assortment is not familiar for me. I will just check that. Under the places, miscellaneous collection of things, varieties. Any question out of this 4 piece? I think there is extra slide. Which is something else. 7 piece. Out of 7 piece, 3 pieces are discussed here. Before that, marketing mix related question. These are actually different points that you have to address throughout your marketing campaign. Depending on the different product or service, these things will be different. Right? So coverage might be with related to the availability of the product at different places. Even telecommunication service, we call it the coverage that it avails. Channels, that mean maybe supermarket, online, right? You can understand different channels that particular product or service available. Maybe nearby any shops, like a sachet shampoo packet available in the small boutiques, but not in the supermarket. Supermarket, large size of shampoo bottles might be available because the different market segment. Locations, right? Even any shops, we are selling it to restaurant. For example, Steamboat is available in Moratuwa, Galkissa, likewise Navala, likewise different specific location. Odell located different places. So they conduct the marketing campaign based on that. Assortment was what? Yeah, miscellaneous collection of things. If we are actually selling the product, then different items you have. If you're providing the service, for example, software industry, then you may describe about your company profile, your employees, all the things incorporate in the marketing mix. We have this much number of engineers. Actually, you can find different posts, right? Construction companies advertising, architectures, quantity surveys, design engineers. With all these things, we are providing our service. So those things can be incorporated into the place. So promotion. So just look into that. There are enough even YouTube videos you can watch into the 4P model and have further understand. If you have any doubt, please raise at the next session. Under the 7P model, product, price, place, people, promotion, people, processes, physical evidence are incorporated with the marketing strategy, and process, people, two things, both are process. Yeah, here the process is discussed, and the people again process. We'll look into that and see what is the content. So process represent here activities, procedures, protocols, and more by which the service is questioned is eventually delivered to the customer. Yeah, this represent the activities, procedures, protocols, and more by which the service in question is eventually delivered to the customer. That means entire complete process, right? What are the procedures, what are the protocol, and how the business process is implemented, who are the suppliers, likewise, everything is discussed. Eventually the product is delivered to the customer. Entire process is focused. The service are result of the action for with customers. A process involves a sequence of the steps and activities to get there. Services are results of the actions for or with customers. A process involves a service of steps and activities to get there. Yeah, eventually there are different steps to follow. Results of the actions for there is the cursor as services are results of actions for or with the customer. A process involves the sequence of the steps. Right, I think it is describing further about the process. Within that one actually involve this, there are multiple steps at the same time. How we are going to get there, those things are described under the process. Actually, how to accomplish the particular task mainly described in the process. Let's get into the next box here with the process. This refers to an environment in which the service comes about from the interaction between the employee and the customer, which is combined with the tangible commodity. Sure about that, I will check with that and come this part. Let's move with the people. There are mainly customers contact employees who are the face of the organization, and they translate the quality into a service. So that is the responsibility of the people. It represents both sides, no, the customer and the employees. Yes, actually 7 piece, we better refer it again because only part of that is referred here. I will look into the 7P in detail and come up with the relevant slide. 4 piece we discuss in detail, but 7 piece, 7 piece I will look into that and come with more detail at the next day. So if you have any question, you can raise now. That is the end of that identifying customer topic. Any question? Okay, if there is no any question, let's wind up the session for today.